The New Patriotic Party's Special Delegates Congress is ended, but has not ended because this exercise was supposed to produce 5 candidates in accordance to the dictates of the NPP constitution. So 961 delegates were expected to whittle down the numbers to 5 from 10. As it turned out, 927 delegates rather voted, and they whittled down the number to 6 instead of 5. Now, 6 because 2 candidates tied on 9 votes, and so there would have to be another contest. So that tie needs to be separated. This is not the first time we've seen a tie. In fact, the Super Delegates Congress is turning out to be an election that always churns out a tie. In the last election in 2014, we had a tie between Adai Nimo and Jogati. 2 of them were still in this election, but Adai Nimo managed to tie up again with Boakye Jaku. Another interesting thing that has happened in relation to this contest is Kennedy Ohene Japan coming second. Before the election, all the polls, all the numbers, all the figures turned out to point in the direction that Alan Tremating, who is a 4th-time contestant in this election, would actually come second, as has been the case ever since he started contesting in NPP primaries. But shockingly, he was beaten by his fellow Santa Clausian from Adisco, both of them actually old boys of that school. He beat him to it, and Kennedy Japan managed to garner 132 votes, Alan garnering just a little over 90 votes over there. So that's another important, epoch in that election today. Another interesting occurrence today is the diminishing marginal returns happening to the electoral fortunes of a fine gentleman, Dr. Kofi Kwenedu Apreku. So he's contested 4 times. Contested 98, contested 2007, contested 2014, and contested this time round. And the records show that marginal returns set in. Got 52 in 1998, came 3rd. He got 19 votes in 2007, got 10 votes in 2014, and he couldn't manage to convince even 1 candidate in the Super Delegates election this year. He got 0, ended up getting 0. The only candidate got 0. In fact, he's at the bottom of the pecking order, and it's become a butt of jokes that the next time he contests, maybe he may get a negative number. There were also some skirmishes here and there in relation to acts of violence. We had a complaint from the Alan camp, but and of course Kennedy Japan promising the president and vice president a showdown because his polling agent in the Northeast region actually was chased out. He had an injury, we are told, allegedly. The Alan camp complaining that there was a flouting of the rule or the administrative procedure that said you can't take a picture and show that. At the end of the day, the results indicated that in the Northeast region, Dr. Bawumia mopped up all the votes. He got 100%, 28 out of 28 in that part of the country. So it's been a very, very interesting day. The big story is that next week, if we don't have a situation where we have diplomatic back channels being explored, and you have the 2 candidates agreeing to step down, as it was in the case in 2014, where we had 3 going to the final election instead of the 5. There will be another election next week between Boakye Jaku and Francis Adai Nimo.